2 seconds. What we want to All right, all right. Welcome back. Little glitchy on the beginning, but welcome, USA Fit Albuquerque. Wonderful to see you. This is our second live stream, and we decided to call it Friday Night Live. This will be a weekly part of your membership. We are going to bring a bunch of guests each week, coaches, tips. We're going to bring our sponsors on, and we'll have a schedule for it. So next week will be Lakaya from Sports Systems, and we're also going to have Serena Pettis, who is a VP over at Loveless, and they are a wonderful sponsor of us the past 2 years. And they also have an interesting connection, so we want to show you that. A couple of, again, I'm Bob. This is Vicky.
Hi.
Here we are. I want to, you guys who are on, and I'll make this announcement periodically, but tomorrow the Walk to Run group, we have to move you back to Sagebrush for this week because of some scheduling issues with our coach. So
we sent out emails to everyone in
that
group.
And we hope we got you guys. So we'll see you there, and we have people to take care of you there. So anyway, the topic for this show is Meet Your Pacers. And we're going to bring on, it's a great bunch of guys, a wonderful team, okay? And first up is Amanda Antonio. She's going to tell you a little bit about herself. And here we go. Come on in, Amanda. Hi.
Hi, guys. How are you?
How are you doing today?
Good, good, good.
Good.
So,
are you ready for tomorrow?
I am ready for tomorrow. Yes, and it's
Okay,
going to be
that's wonderful.
nice and cloudy and maybe snowing, so I'm excited.
Yeah. So shout out to all your members of your group. There may be a few new people. Oh, you're going to be at Sagebrush tomorrow too, right?
No, I think we're at Tramway Montgomery.
Oh, I think you were at Sagebrush.
Oh, okay.
Double check. No,
Okay.
I'm pretty sure. We moved Kevin and Janet to Tramway.
Okay.
And this week, I think we have the 8:30, 9:30, and 10 at Sagebrush.
Okay.
Well, good thing I reminded you, Amanda, because I just told Dan and Dolores they're going to be coming down there to join you.
Okay, I will double
Okay.
check and get with
So
you.
anyway, I want you to meet Amanda, and she's going to tell us a little bit about herself, her running story. So a little bit. Okay, take it away, Amanda.
Okay, hi guys. So I have been running for about, I'd say, 8 to 9 years. I've been with USA Fit for 5 years, and just recently, the past 2 years, I've been a pace leader. It's been really nice. I enjoy it. I've paced the 9:30 and then now the 10 to 10:30 group. So I love it. I love USA Fit. I love pacing. I love my group. They're just really awesome. And I've ran 3 marathons and then, of course, a few 5Ks, 10Ks, and half marathons. So I'm just really excited that my CEO at First Financial Credit Union introduced me to USA Fit because I am just very, very excited to be a part of it. So I hope when I see you, you can come up to me and tell me hi and tell me your name, and hopefully we can run together. So that's a little bit about me.
And we've got a couple of questions for you while we got you, Amanda.
Okay.
Do you have any goal races this year?
So, yeah, I mean, I definitely want to train right now for a half. I don't have like a race in mind, of course, but other than maybe our race that
Yes,
we're
our race,
definitely.
which we started planning.
Yeah, exactly. Of course, everything's up in the air. So I would definitely love to do another out of town, out of state race. That was so much fun when we went to California and we went to Las Vegas. That was so much fun. So
That was
another
a whole
out of
nother.
state would be fun.
That was a whole nother story, Amanda. That was a ton
We
of
need
fun
another
when we were out of
one.
state. Yeah, we had a nice group there.
Mhm.
So, do you know of any of the guys? I mean, you have a wonderful group, especially the new ones that joined last year. Now they've been running with you, and you ran with them all winter.
Yeah.
Have any of them expressed any certain races that they might be training
Yeah.
for?
Well, Sabrina, she's been doing so amazing. And she has been getting into the downhill running. And so
Oh,
she talked about somewhere in Colorado, I think it's like Steamboat or something like that. So it's in
okay.
May. So I think it's right around the time that we're doing our race too. But it sounds like a lot of fun.
Okay, that's wonderful. We'll keep her training. We'll keep her training in mind to make sure.
Yeah.
And speaking of downhill, there have been a few other people who are. Is Pam running with you? Pam Scagliotti?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, she wants to do a rebel. And you know
Hmm.
who else? Whether it's in the spring, end of spring, or it might be even at the end of the fall. But Serena and Marla have told me that they're
Big
very
Bear.
interested. So
Yeah.
I'm trying to get a feel on the group,
Oh,
and
good.
we'll see who else we can organize that.
Yeah.
So, alrighty. So I want you to stand by because the
Okay.
next one we'll have up is Jen.
Can
Where
we
are you?
answer a question first?
Oh, we're gonna.
Beverly Nowak has a question. Um,
Thank you.
she's unclear to where the 5K group is meeting tomorrow.
Sagebrush, Beverly. Come down there. I'll see you over there. Coach Dan will be there. We're kind of juggling some of our pacers right now, and I'm not 100% sure what pace group you're in, Beverly, but we will have more resources at Sagebrush to handle that. But the 5K group is meeting at Sagebrush. But let me make this clear. Once we get you in a pace group, uh, you'll be following wherever your pace group is, because I think after one more week at these two locations, we're going to start splitting the groups up much smaller, uh, and we'll be moving our locations around. Okay, so
And everyone who's watching, make sure you read the newsletter because all that information will be in your newsletter every week.
I am going to ask can I ask a question later of the pace readers? And you guys better have the right answer to this.
Oh,
We're going to ask you how many of you are reading your newsletters.
Because that will tell you where to go too.
Okay. Next up is Jen. Jen Valdez, I'm just going to bring her right on. Hi, Jen.
Hi.
Introduce yourself.
Hi, everybody. I'm Jen Valdez. I am currently pacing the 9:30 group. Would you like me to talk about how I got into running?
Absolutely.
Okay. So I was calculating. So about 9 to 10 years, I actually started. I've ran off and on since I was a teenager. Running was something always I kind of wanted to do. And then I'm a teacher, and at the school, everybody was registering for Run for the Zoo. So I signed up to run a 5K, which was something I'd never done. And then after that, a friend of mine had said, "Hey, you should join this running group." And I was like, "Really?"
What?
I was like,
It's okay.
That's
Me-
thicker.
"Me join a running group?" I thought was like, I don't know if I could do that. That's kind of intimidating. She was like, "No, really, trust me, you'll love it." So I joined and I signed up to train for a 10K. And as I started training, I quickly learned that I decided I wanted to change my goal from a 10K to a half marathon. And I trained with the 11:30 pace group to start. And then I ran a little bit solo with my dad. I had my son. And then I came back to USA Fit. And I've just had so much fun. Spent a couple of years pacing now. And I just absolutely love it. It's something I always told myself I'd never run a full marathon. I've now trained for 2. I've completed 1, and I'm ready for many more to come.
Yeah, Jen, that last one was a great one too. That was our race that we had at the end of the summer fall session, and you did a great job there. Went above and beyond. And you know, you had a wonderful group that was training, and we hope to get them to the finish line too. I know you're running constantly, right, with them midweek too, right?
Yeah, we all kind of stick together. Coincidentally, we all kind of live on the same part of town. And so, yeah, I always say your pace group becomes kind of like your little pack, and we definitely stick together during the week also.
Okay, that's great. But you guys are running like super early. How do you guys do that?
Yeah. Roll out of bed, brush your teeth, change your clothes, pre-workout, and you hit it.
Okay, and tell your group where you're going to be this week.
This week we are going to be at Sagebrush, and we're running it's one of my most favorite loops. I love it because you get a little bit of everything. You get some dirt, you get the trees, and then you get the flat along the trail, the Bosque paved trail. So it's one of my favorites. I'm looking forward to it.
Excellent. So you're going 7.
Yes.
That's correct. Okay. Well, everybody, that is, wait a second. There we go. That is Jen. And again, I want to reiterate, check your newsletters. And if you're unclear about your location, just shoot us a chat right here. If you're on there. Hi, Barbara. Good to see you. Next up, I want to bring Kevin. Kevin has been with us. This will be his 2nd season. But I've known Kevin before this. He's also a musician, fellow musician. I think we knew each other from church, though, a church that we both went to. And great guy. And I never knew he ran. You know, as a matter of fact, he had run a couple of marathons, and I had not run any. And he lent me a book about it. And I tried running my first marathon. This was back in 2014. And I was just training by myself, following that book. But I ended up joining Albuquerque Fit at the time because I needed help. I wasn't like Kevin. Kevin can go forever. And he would do stuff like just leave stuff on the trail. I had never heard of that. And I know a lot of you runners do that now. But he was an amazing inspiration to get me through my first marathon, one of many. So here's Kevin. Hey, buddy.
Hey, I'm Kevin. I lead the 10:30-ish pace group. I'll be at Tramway tomorrow. But originally, I started off running probably 20 years ago. So growing up back east, I've never run more than a mile. And then when I moved out to Albuquerque, I kind of needed a hobby to pick up to kind of just fill up my time. So I started off kind of doing like the Run for the Zoo. And then from there, I took about 5 years to kind of just build up anything more than 3 miles. But since then, I've done several marathons, and yeah, it's been this is my second season with USA Fit, and I just love running with the group. It's a great way to kind of meet other people, find out other places to run. Usually, my choice to run is the UNM golf course. So during the week, if you ever feel like you want to run out there in the afternoon or evening, feel free to hit me up. What else do you want to know?
You were originally a swimmer, right, Kevin?
Yeah, high school, I did swimming and football.
Uh,
Yeah, and then I also played a lot of basketball. Yeah, growing up, I used to like hustle people on the basketball.
oh, oh my God, that I did not know, bro. Because I
Yeah,
play little hoops too, but it's been a long time. I'm afraid of hurting myself, but I wouldn't mind shooting a little on that. That would be great. But
yeah. For me, I'm 5'6", and I was able to dunk on people. So
what, little 9-year-old kids or no?
yeah, a little 9-year-old kid to just push them down.
Just teasing. In case you guys don't know, both Kevin and I are Filipino, and basketball is the national sport of the Philippines. By the way, had you not know that, even though we're short people, they love basketball and they have professional teams. Well, that's wonderful, Kevin. Where are you going to be at on the Saturday?
Smith's on Tramway.
There you
So
go. Okay,
if you see me, come and say hi. Introduce yourself. I'll be looking forward to meeting you all, you guys.
outstanding. You guys, before I introduce the next one, and maybe he'll get ready. He'll be our newest pacer. I'll get him up here. I just want to remind you guys, next week, our guests will be Micaiah from, he has an interesting story, but he's from our partners at Sports Systems. And also along with him, I'm going to have Serena Pettis, who is she's a VP at Loveless. And it was through that connection that they became sponsors of ours, which is great. We really appreciate that. And anybody who's a Loveless member out there, you get a discount with us. So it's not too late to sign up. She's also a great runner, and Lakai is a fantastic runner. But it's amazing, and I just want to remind you that they'll be on. We will also, next week, we're going to have a new segment. It's going to be called the Coach's Corner. And each week we're going to have one of our coaches speak on a topic, a running topic with tips. Now, normally we used to do this every Saturday. We'd break up in our groups, and the coaches would talk to you, and then we'd go out for our run. But we have to do it this way now because of the COVID situation. We can't linger too much. So remember, when you guys get to your groups, and we're allowed to be 10 people now, groups of 10, but get your dynamic warm-ups in, and then hit the trails, following your pace leaders and your coaches. We don't have pace leaders for everybody, but we're trying our best to do what we can, and some of our veteran members have been wonderful in picking up the slack, helping us out. So that being said, I hope he's ready. Let me scroll down here. I'm going to call on Joe Madrigal. Are you there, Joe? Where are you?
Hi, I'm here.
Okay. Wow, who's this one here? Hold on a second. That's Kevin. There we go. Sorry. Joe, great to have you. You've been a long-time member. I know that. Go into your story, then I'll ask you some questions, because I remember seeing you for a while. I've only been a member since 2014, and I suspect you might have been there longer. I'm not sure. Take it away, Joe.
Hello, everybody. Yeah, I've been running for a little while. First of all, my name is Joe Madrigal. I'll be filling in for pace coach for whoever's not going to be in for the week. So sort of like an interim pace leader for now.
YouTube is close to the
I'll be running any
What?
paces between
YouTube is close
mostly
to the
between the
line.
8:30 pace and
You mean that's
9:30
supposed to
pace.
delay?
Facebook has more of a delay.
Yeah, I've been running. I'm not sure. I at least been in the group a good 8 years or more. I'm not sure exactly when I started.
Oh,
I know when Coach Gary, first started as the main organizer, I did start around maybe at that time. So I don't know if you know when he started. That might be a good indicator. But anyway, yeah, I've been running off and on since high school, from any distance between the 5Ks and marathons. A lot of trail runs also. Got about 4 marathons under my belt right now. So yeah.
You better shut and stream, I think.
the show on stream. There we go. Okay. So let me get to know more about you, Joe. I've only, well, you're always running in the faster group than me anyway, so you're just whizzing by me. But Gary's was in charge of the group for 6 years or so. So you must have just come around just before me. So what marathons have you done? I know you've traveled for a few of them.
Yeah, I've done the Toronto Marathon, Duke City, the New York Mohawk Marathon, and
That was last year. I remember that.
and
Or was it last year? Or
well, the year before that. Last
year
year
before,
I did
that's
the Albuquerque Fit Marathon, which
Okay,
was a really fun
outstanding.
race.
How many halves have you done?
Oh, I don't know, at least 10 or so.
A
Yeah.
lot of those, yeah. And any ultras?
No, not yet. I want to do that next. So
That's really good. Yeah, they're ultras are a whole nother beast, a whole nother running. Kevin and I have done some ultras. Well, two. I've done 2. That's about it. They're a whole nother beast. It's totally different. But
I do like the trail races. So those are real fun to do also, which
Yeah.
ultras are usually on the trail too. So
yeah,
hopefully soon.
for sure. Now you're with the like 8:30 to 9 group. So I think we have some new people or close to getting there with you guys. So that's great. How are you enjoying so far? Did you pace last week?
Yeah, last week I did the 9 pace.
Okay.
And
Did you-
we had a couple runners in that pace, and that worked out really well.
Did you have Lee with you?
Lee and Max.
Lee's a great runner.
Yeah.
Was Joaquin with you?
No, but we did catch up, or he caught up, one of the two. Yeah, we saw him out there on the trail.
Yeah, be politically correct.
Yeah.
He'll take offense. I don't know if he's watching. He was watching last week.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding, Joaquin. Come on, man. Seriously, we're just having fun here. Well, that is Joe Madrigal. So be sure to say hi, Joe. You're going to be where tomorrow?
Sagebrush tomorrow.
Excellent. Okay. And I'm sure you're doing the 7 mile loop.
Yes.
Okay.
I would do
Outstanding. So you guys say hi to Joe when you get to see him out there. And let's see. Bingo. We're back. Full screen again. You guys must be getting tired of us. A couple of things. I'm going to make another announcement before I bring a pace leader that I think she started when I asked her to, but she's been solid and reliable. I've loved it. But before I go there, I want to let you know that Vicki and I are meeting this Sunday with the owners of
Bike and coffee.
Bike and Coffee, Old Town Biking Farm, Bike and Coffee. They want to have us over there for one of our social runs. It'll be coming up in
March.
In March. Okay, it's a gorgeous place, wonderful. Weather should be nicer then too. and we can start our run there. It's really, really close to the path. And then we can socialize after. It's an outdoor facility. They have trees. It's a working farm. They have a great, not just coffee shop, but all sorts of gourmet, would you say?
Yeah, great breakfast, brunch type menu,
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah, very good. Very clean facilities. Usually the bikers are there, which is fine, but they said they would love to have our group down there. So we're meeting them on Sunday, and I'm going to try to convince them to come on the podcast so they can talk to you guys and let you know more about that place. It's kind of like a hidden gem. I mean, it's been around, but not until I got on a bike and went there, we found out how wonderful that place was, right? And you can see the sign for it on the path. But runners, we just run past it. We're only looking either at our watch or straight ahead. Am I right, you guys? So, enough about me. Let's bring on Janet. She's I call her Jan Brady because we're like brothers and sisters. She's like my little sister. Here we go. Oh, let's get rid of Joe. Where is Joe? Joe, stop. Okay. Hi, Janet.
Hi, Bobby Brady.
There you go. I'm going to let you take it away now and put all the details in and put all the fun stuff we've done with the group. Okay,
well,
here we go.
I started running like 8 or 9 years ago by myself, not having a clue. I did the 5K for the Run for the Zoo was my very first race, and I kind of did it by accident. I was frustrated at work and thought I should try running. Half a block was plenty at that time. But I did that first 5K, and then I thought, well, I'd never done that far before. Let's try a 10K. So I did the 10K at the Duke City that fall, and the following spring ended up doing a half marathon at the Run for the Zoo. A couple of years later, I decided I might want to try a marathon. But I had been running by myself with an app. My dental hygienist recommended I join USA Fit, which I did in 2017. And talk about a game changer. So much easier to run with people and with people that know what they're doing and have been there, done that. So I've run 5 marathons with the help of Duke City and the amazing coaches, Gary, Bob, everybody being so supportive. And so I started pacing when Bob asked me to about 2 years ago. And so I paced the 11-minute group. That's pretty much my story in a nutshell. So, yeah, I have the 11-minute pace group is an amazing bunch of people. There's a lot of people in that group, and you guys do a really great job.
Sorry, I'm still playing with this thing here. Janet, you don't get away with that easily. Tell us about that year. What did you run? Your total mileage was some incredible, what was it, 1,300 miles or in a year?
Oh, I did the 2019 challenge. And
it wasn't 2000.
Walking counted, but
Okay.
I made like 2,200 miles that year with walking and
God.
running. But the running was about 1,400 miles that year.
That's incredible in itself.
But that included 3 marathons that year. That was my biggie.
Of course. I have done that. I think I've topped out at like 1,100 miles or just shy of 1,100 miles. It's a lot of miles. But of course, just like you, it included a lot of races that year. And as Coach Gary would tell you, probably more than a few that I should not have run because then I paid for it the following year. But it was quite an accomplishment because I only think of motorized vehicles ever going that far. Oh my God. But and then we had okay, I'm sorry, I'm going to embarrass you now. Some of you might not know this, but we had a nice group that went out to Mount Charleston in Las Vegas. We did our race, and Janet volunteered to be our navigator, and we kind of got lost everywhere we went. Even just to pick up, who were we picking up? Amanda and Jen at the airport. I'm going to bring them on the screen too. I don't know if they remember that.
I had the worst GPS ever known to
Okay,
man.
I'm bringing Amanda and Jen on screen. Where is Jen? There she is. You guys don't remember that story. Didn't we pick you guys up at the same time
You
at the
did.
airport?
Hmm.
Okay, well, it took us, it was like only like, what, Janet, maybe a 40-minute ride, and it took us an hour and 40 minutes to get there? She just volunteered and
The
said,
GPS was like, keep going. And then it said, exit now. And we couldn't cross 5 lanes
It
to
was
make that.
it was so much fun. Let's try this look. Oh, I don't like that look. How about this look? I don't like that one either. How about that look? There you go. Now we can see Janet. Another question I have of Janet. So you're going to be where tomorrow?
I'm going to be at Tramway in Montgomery in the Smith's parking lot close to McDonald's.
Okay, so one sad thing, guys. Let me ask you this: is McDonald's allowing us to go on? They are. That's wonderful. Let me bring the other guys on here too, which I was planning to do. Anyway, Kevin, get ready. You're coming on stream. There's Kevin. Joe, I think, is blacked out. Joe, you're blacked out. We'll wait till he comes. Oh, there he is. He's back on. There he is. So what you're saying to us, Janet and Jen, that they're allowing you to use the restroom there.
I'm relying
Good.
on Jen for that. I haven't run there yet.
Okay, good.
I've used
We
it.
do
I've
have a
used it
porta.
now twice. I've used it now twice, 2 different times.
And they've been pretty cool anyway, so nobody, okay. Because I know, I don't know if you guys are like me, but when I drive there, just driving there, I have to go. So luckily at Sagebrush, guys, we have a porta potty. So I have to remind everybody that, but because nobody seems to want to use it, or forgets about it and doesn't use it. They just use the trees, which is fine. No, no judgment here. Okay, that's fine. So, does anybody? We're getting close to the end of our. What's that? What's that? I can't hear you. What?
Didn't go.
Didn't go where?
Didn't talk.
Yes, she did. I had Jen on third. Yeah, didn't I interview you already?
Yeah, you did. You did.
So this is our organizer. Yeah, you can talk some more. Vicky just couldn't get enough of Jen. Oh, I won't embarrass you, Jen. I won't.
No, yeah, don't do it. I already know what you're going to say.
You know it, and I'm not going to do it. So, did you show all these comments over here? Barbara said, hi, Joe. Okay, does anybody, let me even us all up. Does anybody have some interesting running stories they would like to share? Could be about anything. Anybody?
I'll
Go
share
ahead,
a
Jen.
story. I'll share a story. I always tell this story because it was a miserable experience for me, but it was Amanda and I were training for, and she'll know once I start saying it, but we were training for a marathon and we decided to do a 20-miler. So I parked my car at the bottom and she drove up to the top. Well, she drove up to the top and I have everything with me. And I think we were about 6 miles in, maybe more. And I look at her and I said, I left my keys in your car.
Oh, no. Did you run back up?
Yeah, no. We were like, I was like, I'll pay for an Uber if I get anything.
Did you call Trevor?
Yeah, no, Trevor was
My
somewhere
parents.
else. Yeah, her parents picked us up, and I was sick. Like I was so sick when we finished, and Amanda was in the back seat just rubbing my back. But that sticks out in my mind that I was like sick, and then Amanda's parents had to come pick us up and drive us all the way back up to the top of the crest.
Oh my God! So all you downhillers that we're going to organize, remember, there's a lot of logistics that we had to get together. And yes,
That was fun,
reading
though.
your keys.
Yes, it was. It was fun.
That was amazing. So how many here have done the downhills? Raise your hand. Have trained. Joe, didn't you run at least a couple of training runs with us?
Nope.
Oh, I always thought you did once, one of the midweeks. Yeah, downhills are, well, what the best thing I liked about it was that we had an awesome group of people that we trained with. In addition to our Albuquerque Fit, USA Fit training schedule. But boy, when we got to the event, we had a blast.
So much.
I especially, my favorite, I guess, was Mount Charleston, because I love that we stayed at that
That was
Nice
so
hotel.
that nice hotel with the pool, and that's
awesome.
a whole other story in itself that we just don't have the time to go into. But I can talk to you guys who are interested, and I don't know if even though we only see so many on the chat, there are a lot of people that are shy to give us a shout out. We'll find it, and on the rebroadcast too, we'll get a lot of participation. But Pam and Serena and Marla, if you're watching, we will organize, especially if it's going to be a fall one. We'll organize a group, because it takes special training to do that downhill, especially those rebel ones. They're
Definitely.
hard on your body. I mean, you like it as the miles go by so fast, and then try to walk up your stairs after that
Mm-hmm.
if you don't train properly. So we'll get that together. Now I'm going to do a shout out first. This is calls to comment. Anybody who's online right now, just tell me, where are you watching this from? Your phone or your desktop, your laptop, your work computer? Just give us a shout out right there.
I've been there once and it was enormous.
And then the other thing I want to point out is next week, please join us. Again, we'll have, we're going to start incorporating our sponsors. They missed that last year. We could not have the sponsors and partners come out and give us a talk. We used to have like Hoka would come down and Brooks would come down, and we do those demos. We demo the shoes, but we just can't get them out here. Well, we don't want to with the situation of COVID, but they definitely have a lot of, they want to reach out to us, and so we're going to bring them on here to your home by getting that on. And then lastly, I want to ask you guys, not you guys, I'll ask you guys too. Anybody who's watching out there, what other topics would you like us to cover? Especially running tips, running advice, anything. If somebody has a great recipe, you can share it. Anything. Just shout it out in the comments. And it could be in the comments in the rebroadcast, because this stuff will stay on our YouTube channel and it'll stay on our Facebook. So you can, because some of you, I know there are some people that can't watch it at this moment. But
Hey, Bob.
Yeah.
Actually, it might be a good question, but are we planning any races, like club races?
Yes.
This season?
Yes, we are. And Gary and I just had a conversation on it earlier today. We were talking on the phone about nailing down the date. And then I want to reach out to you guys too, nailing down a location. So now we only have the half, the 10K, and the 5K. We could still do it over 2 days, possibly do it over 1 day, because we don't, that marathon always takes up logistically, that's tough. I want to ask you guys, and please give me suggestions. What location? I mean, we certainly could do the same thing we did, but and I'm open to anything. But I always think it's kind of nice if we had another suggested course that you'd like to do. Anyway, how many people want to do just tramway? Okay, don't raise your hand all at once. Joe, you don't care about. How about Placitas? How about anything we can, if we can find it, the main criteria is to get good parking. Actually, that's the main thing because we're still going to go out in waves. Any suggestion if you guys want to break out the 5K on one day and then the 10 and a half, we can easily do that together, or vice versa. You know, the weekend we're looking at is probably the weekend that was the Run for the Zoo, which is May 2nd. Okay, we were almost looking at moving it to the following weekend, but that's Mother's Day, and we don't want to interfere with Mother's Day. Does that sound right? Do it that may, because normally we do Run for the Zoo anyway. So let's plan on that. But now it's just, a name for it too. Jen always comes up with the names. You guys stop. Somebody else come up with the name. That Ronathon, Jen, I got to tell you, that Ronathon was brilliant. But the first thought was like, what is she talking about? I thought it was Ron-a-thon.
Ronathon.
Until Vicky
Ronathon.
until Vicky hit me on the back of the head. You don't know how many people ask me, what does this mean? What does this mean?
What is a Ronathon? Yeah.
I didn't know. I didn't know.
Yeah.
That. But you're like the ones that came up with our relay team name. Remember that one?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That was good. So Jen always comes up with the good names. And what Jen is also good about, you guys, I'll slap your hand a little. She's good about those little assignments. Like Teresa's been asking, where do you run? Do a little breakdown on your favorite location, so Teresa can put that in our Instagram. But Jen, good job. Jen is always the first one. Are you like the first guy
On
to
it
raise?
with text messages, everything. She's on it.
She is on it.
I'm like
In
2
high
days
school-
later.
In high school, I was joked about and called an overachiever. So I just am like quick with everything. That's just how I am. I like to get stuff done.
Good. We'll keep that up. And then when she doesn't answer me right away, then I say, "Uh-oh, is she mad at me?"
No,
I never know. I never know. So.
that's just Lindsay.
That's not a problem. So to answer your question, Kevin, long way around, yes. And once again, just give me some. All you have to do is shoot ideas, and then we'll start figuring logistics. But one of the main criteria, obviously, is, well, number one, what's the COVID situation? I mean, it's gotten better. It's going to get better. It's going to get worse, because then that gives us more flexibility. But we want to pick a good location, and we'll need some of that now because we want to get the designs for the bib. We want the bibs, the designs for the shirts,
The medals.
the designs for the medals. I don't know if we're going to have the age group medals. We'll probably have awards, but not the medals. Were thanks to Lakaya for donating all those medals. That was wonderful. But we'll have something. It was nice seeing people walk away with that and the trophies. So anybody else have a question on that or suggestions right now? No? We don't want to travel, right? We don't want to go like just up to Santa Fe and no, right? We don't want to do that, right? We want, especially for the new people, we want to stay here.
Mm-hmm.
We don't want to do that, incorporate that volcano run. No, that's a tough one because I got to get a porta potty out there too. That is a beautiful run. That is, if Dan doesn't do his job and do his review on that run, I'll do that one. I love that run. That's beautiful up there, and it's short, right? You guys have done it. Kevin, you've done that, right? Joe, you
Yeah.
done that one.
I was just out there earlier this week, and it was nice during sunset, especially.
Yes, wonderful.
Nice view.
Beautiful, gorgeous views. Okay, does anybody else have anything else they want to shout out or mention to their groups? Right now, now's a good time.
Hey guys, we're at Sagebrush.
It's a good thing we reminded Amanda. So you were the student in class that was the first to.
My work, I tell you, My work is too demanding. It takes all my time.
Okay, last question. Jen, are you back in school? Are you back in the classroom?
So I have a complicated answer. My school, yes, my school is doing hybrid, but I'm not a traditional teacher. So I'm helping teach a traditional group of students that are only doing virtual. So I teach from my office I'm stuck in my office all day.
I
So
gotcha.
there are students at the school though. Yes, at my school.
Okay. So that's my question to everybody, and I'll start up from the left. Jan, are you home or in office, or you split it? Work. Janet,
Oh, I am at home.
all 5 days a week?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like Tuesday mornings, I have to go in and do like a little bit of mail gathering at the office.
Okay.
That's it.
Gotcha.
And there's no-
Amanda, you're in the office, right?
I'm in the office, yeah.
Yeah, I'm in. How about Joe? You're in and out of the office?
I've been doing about every other week in the office.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And Kevin, how about you?
Yeah, I'm in office.
Okay, gotcha. Vicki and I are in office too, and it's been actually incredibly busy these past 2 weeks. So, that being said, I want everybody to wave. We're going to say goodbye. Oh, I want to go out in a good way. I want to put that video back up. Hold on. Where's my mouse? Thank you for everybody who's been watching. And this is your PACE leaders. And I will just let you guys go, okay? And see you tomorrow, except Kevin and Janet will be at Tramway and Montgomery, and the rest of you guys, I'll see you at Sagebrush tomorrow. Okay? Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank
guys.
See you
you.
later.
I wish there was one button.